Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Vendor Spotlight. So today we have Abby's Empire, and from Abby's Empire we have Luna here, one of the founders. So Luna, would you like to say hi to people?
Hello everyone, my name is Luna. Like she said, I'm one of the founders of Abby's Empire. Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to ask Luna a few questions about the company and what they do. Then we'll have a short tour of the place so that you guys can see how it is. So to start off, like in a few words, how would you describe Abby's Empire? Like, what is it that you guys do?
Okay, so here at Abby's we've got two aspects of things that we do at the moment.
Okay.
We've got an after school fun club that we are running, and then we've got a shuttle service. So with our shuttle service we bring our kids to and from school and to any co-curricular activities or any like other fun activities. Could be even over the weekend when mom and dad are very busy doing other things and they don't have anybody to take the kids where they need to go. So we will be there to shuttle your kids, in a safe environment. Our drivers are all female.
Okay.
So we really pride ourselves in that. Not that we are sexist or anything.
Okay. Because it's tricky in this environment. You have to.
Yeah, we opted to go that route because we feel like ladies are more careful and ladies are more motherly. So we want the parents to feel like their children are safe with us.
Okay.
And then with the after school fun club, this came around because we needed to give the children something to do. These days our kids are mostly being brought up by TV and the maids and social media. So we don't want our children to just sit down and they're just doing the same things day in, day out. They're being brought up by the world instead of actually being given proper morals that are instilled in them, giving them constructive stuff to do with their time. So that's how Abby's After School Fun Club came about.
Okay, so when did Abby's Empire start? Like, how did it start? Like, when exactly did you guys start? How long have you been operating?
Okay, so when we started off, it was just with the school run service.
Okay.
And that has been operational for a year and a half now.
Wow, that's long.
Yes, and as we were doing the school run service, I would get a lot of questions from parents to say, but why don't you do, you're picking up the kid, I've got nowhere to take the kid, why don't you figure out something that we can do to give the child something to do?
Okay.
So that's when we started seriously thinking about, having an after school fun club and this was also it also came about because of COVID.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Because when COVID happened, a lot of children went into homeschooling, and then now trying to pull them out of homeschooling into proper schools, it just didn't make sense for some parents, and the children still need co-curricular activities.
That's true.
So that's how then we started thinking, okay, fine, let's put out something out there that can cater for that as well.
Okay, so what kind of activities do you include in your after-school activities?
Okay, in our after-school activities, we've got a wide range of stuff.
Okay.
Right now in the season, the one that is the hottest is swimming.
Okay, yeah, we see there's a pool over here.
Yes, the kids love to swim. Honestly, today it's actually a shock that they're not in the pool, but also today we had a few that didn't come, so but normally they'll be in the water. So we've got swimming, we've got tennis, we've got basketball, we've got soccer. So those are the major sporting activities that we have right now.
Okay.
And then we've got chess, we've got board games, mind stimulating activities for the older kids. They can do things like knowledge retention, just things that help them to keep their minds active, so you've got your 30 seconds, you've got your mind readers, all those activities. And then for the little ones, we've got all kinds. I mean, little guys are easy.
Yeah,
they're easygoing.
So
they love art. So we've got art in all its forms. We've got music, we've got karaoke, we've got painting, so we have a wide range of activities. We've got robotics, we've got 3D printing.
Okay.
We've got coding, so we are trying to also move with the times, and give the kids something that will actually benefit them. Things like coding, those are things that will actually benefit the kids long term.
That's true.
And things that parents are actually actively thinking of enrolling their children to do. So we want to bridge that gap, to make sure the child is nicely entertained and the parent is also getting value for their money and also investing in their children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking that, this is done after school. Do you also assist them with their homeworks?
Yes.
Okay.
So homework assistance and supervision is the first thing we do when the children arrive.
Okay.
So when they get here, the first hour after cool down, so they get here, they cool down, they eat. After that, the first hour between 1:30 and 2:30, they're doing homework. Okay. So we've got teachers as well who are here to support, the kids with that. I'm actually a teacher myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I teach English language and literature, business studies, and travel and tourism. So, we've got the different facets where we can be able to give kids that opportunity to do their work. And parents, that's one of the things that they're so worried about.
Yes.
Because, when they get back home from work at 5 o'clock, you don't want to be starting
with
hey,
homework.
let's do homework,
No.
Yeah, it's not something that is very exciting.
That's
so,
true.
we help take that burden away, by offering them that space where they can come. Once we've done, we call it the serious business. Once we're done with the serious business, then we can get on with the more serious business, which is the fun parts of the club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you mentioned that you have kids from different age groups. What kind of age groups do you guys take? Which age groups do you take?
Okay, so at the moment we are taking all the kids between 6 and 18.
6 and 18.
Yes.
Okay.
So 6 being grade 1 all the way to upper 6. With the older kids, we mainly focus on their developmental skills, their leadership skills, and things like that, because they're preparing to face the world.
That's true.
Then we have different activities also for the younger ones. So yeah, it's usually between the ages of 6 and 18.
And then what number of teachers do you have, given that you're taking kids in middle school and kids in high school?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now we've got a team of 7.
7
teachers, yes, who teach different categories. We've got more in the English department. I guess that's the easiest one.
I guess.
We do run a maths clinic as well, and we've got a sciences department. We take that department very seriously, because everybody always thinks sciences, is hard,
Yes.
and there's so yeah, we've got that. So our teachers are very dedicated, and we do a lot of one-on-one with the children. We try and structure the things in a way that the children, we are not having more than 10:1.
Okay.
So there's no given time where there'll be more than 10 students with one teacher.
That gives the students more time with the teacher so that they can. Okay.
Yes.
Then do you also take kids with special needs?
Yes. I think you've seen one of our kids. He was there somewhere plucking flowers, junior.
Yes.
We do take children with special needs. It's actually something that it's a department that we are really looking very closely into developing and actually having the proper skill set people that we need for that, because it's an area that has been neglected.
Yes, that's
and
true.
People don't actually pay attention to that. And you find many parents with children with special needs are always stuck.
They are.
All
One
the
parent
time.
has to stop going to work so that they cater
so
for
that they
the
can
other
cater for the other child,
Yeah.
for the child. So we try our very best, to say, we accommodate everything. So we've got 2 of us who have actually done the course with children with special needs. So it's something that in the next coming months we'll begin to start amplifying quite a bit.
Okay. You mentioned that you also do school runs. Do you take kids from every school, and how do you arrange that? How many drivers do you have?
Okay.
Yeah,
that one is interesting.
Yes.
At the moment, we are not taking any children who are not in the Harare North area.
Harare North.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the moment we are just focusing on Harare North, and that is also because we haven't grown it that much to be able to say we are going to take everyone.
Okay.
Because the other thing with school run is schools tend to start and finish
at different times, and
sometimes at the same time
as well.
yeah,
yes,
so now it becomes very difficult if I have a child from Budiriro,
yeah,
and I have a child in Mount Pleasant Heights, and I have a child, so now the cross country begins to become very tricky.
Okay.
So at the moment we are focusing on Harare North, and we are doing all the areas, all the schools in that area. My one friend likes to call it on the other side of Samora Machel.
On the other side of
so we are
Samora
still on
Machel.
this side of Samora Machel.
Yeah.
But as the business grows and we start getting more and more customers, I think once we even start, acquiring things like buses and
Yes.
and vans, it will make sense to do those runs, because those ones you can't do one kid like the way we
That's
do
true.
here.
Yes.
It needs a bunch of them for it to make economical sense.
Yeah.
Seeing as Zera has also raised the prices of fuel,
Yeah.
we can't just be we can't just be doing that. But yeah, at the moment we've got 8 drivers.
Okay.
Yeah. And we are focusing more on the Harare North area. And our school run service is very child specific.
Okay.
Yeah. We get the timetable of the child.
Yes.
And we create the program with the child's timetable.
Okay.
So let's say your child starts school at 7 o'clock. We'll make sure that your child is there by 10 to 7. We'll get to hear what their co-curricular activities are like, what time they finish school on Monday, what time they finish school on Tuesday. So it's not that thing where we say we'll pick them up at 5 and so they have to wait until 5. No,
yes.
We actually make sure that we cater for them in a way that, they feel like we are actually really paying attention to the child. So it's very child specific, it's very focused on the family, and we try and make sure we just, get them comfortable, get them to feel like, we really are catering for them and we're just not trying to get $1 out of them,
I get that. So it's like a tailor-made type of service.
Exactly.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges that you've faced so far in your operations in both sides, the shuttle one and the after-school service one?
Okay. With the shuttle service, I think one of the challenges that we've really been facing is the challenge of expansion.
Yes.
Because right now, like I said, all our drivers are ladies.
Yes.
And it's something that we actually really want to maintain like that. So trying to get drivers who are ladies and are experienced,
Yes.
in the driving, because we want them to at least have at least 5 years experience in driving.
Okay.
So we've been having challenges with that, trying to get more people on board, and that's one of the major challenges we've been having. But in terms of balancing and getting the kids and whatever, so because we are failing to get drivers, we are not taking on more kids.
Okay.
You see now.
I see.
Yeah, but in terms of everything else, I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
We have chats, where we write the child's program. I've got my administrator Spiwe who will remind every driver that you've got pickup at this time at this place.
Yes.
So it's very the systems are there.
Okay.
And
we
they
see
work.
that.
Yeah, and then with the after school, I think one of the challenges that we've really faced, because we've only been operational for the after school for 3 months,
Yeah.
is just getting parents to enroll.
Okay.
But that, I feel, is because we came in the last quarter of the year.
Yeah.
So parents had already enrolled their children
Yes.
into other activities and something else. So I'm not too worried about that.
Yes,
I'm not. I
Yes.
feel like it will change once the year begins and a new term begins.
Yes.
And then the parents who, if they know about us, it's something that they'll be coming to register for directly, rather than saying, I want to pull my child out of whatever it is they're doing to bring them to Abby's. You see,
Yes.
it doesn't make any sense. So I'm really looking forward to what the new year has in store for us.
Yes, and it's always good to be optimistic.
Yeah.
I hear that you guys have a fun day coming up this next Saturday.
Yes, we do.
Can you tell us a bit more about that? Just to brief, what type of activities we expect, what time it's going to start. Yeah.
Okay, so we have the fun day coming up on the 12th of November. And so with the fun day, we are going to be starting at 11 a.m. and finishing at 4 p.m. So the reason why we're starting at 11 is because, I mean, it's a Saturday.
Yes,
Nobody wants to wake up at 8. Why are you going at 8? Even I don't want to wake up at 8. You see?
Saturdays are meant for resting.
11, wake up, have a nice breakfast with your family, and then, bring the kids at 11. Then when you get here, there'll be a registration fee of $10, which covers the activities that will be there on offer. So there'll be lots of things. There'll be swimming, obviously. There'll be a jumping castle. There'll be a water slide. There'll be face painting. There'll be sack races. There'll be tug of war. There'll be karaoke competitions. There'll be balloon making, activities. Amongst a few that I can just remember offhand that are some of the things that will be going on. So there'll be lots of things going on.
I can see there's a lot of activities so far.
And the older kids like having like basketball competitions, soccer. What do they call it? One aside. Is it one aside or four aside? I
don't know anything about soccer.
But we normally see them doing the things, the one touch and the whatnot. But it will be fun packed, and no kids will feel bored. Normally, we have to chase them away.
I can imagine. I bet this is a place you would love and your kids would love. I get that when you say that. So just to wrap up, we don't have a lot of time. So where do you ideally see yourself in 2 years? What's the goal? Where do you see yourself?
So I feel like in the next 2 years, we should be established enough to have the business properly segmented. Okay, I'll explain what I mean by that. You see, right now we've got the fun club and it's got all the aspects of the fun club together, right? But we want to get to a point where we say that, okay, this is the commercial side, of Abby's fun club. This is so we're looking into expanding, in a way where every department should be able to cater and fund for itself. So if we're saying that the next fun day is being run by the arts department, then they take care of everything.
That makes sense.
They're not they're just inviting the rest of us there, and it's not something that we are trying to figure out all of us. So I would like for it to grow to the point where it's got those facets clearly segmented, and we're able to pick out and say, if we're going for robotics, it's at this particular sport. And I'd like to have the facility properly, built up. And when you walk in, you can clearly see that over there, that's where they do robotics and stuff like that. So that's my vision for that. And obviously looking forward to having a big fleet, to do our runnings and everything. Another thing that I've also noticed is that some children don't come to activities because they have no one to bring them to these activities. So that is also something that we are trying to eradicate, to make sure that kids come, not because, they can't come because nobody can bring them, if they have the money and they have the ability, let them come, let them come.
Okay, so something on the social note that you'd realize that Luna is actually from Kenya and her co-founder is actually from Congo. How has it been being in Zimbabwe and running a business in Zimbabwe in general?
Zimbabwe, I have to say, is a very beautiful country. Very beautiful. People here are so friendly. I love this place, and I think it's a retirement plan.
Oh, Okay, we're already talking about retirement.
It's a retirement plan. Yeah, you know, so hopefully I shall find somebody who will make Zimbabwe my heritage, you know.
So,
haven't found that person yet.
Zimbabwean guys, Zimbabwean men, I hope you guys are hearing this. We want our Kenyan Murora.
We love Zimbabwe. Doing business here is a little bit challenging because obviously, of course, we don't have the capacity. We're still learning. So that's why, you know, we need people like you guys who are helping us, you know, assisting us to get on our feet and to be able to do the things that we need to do. So we're so grateful for meeting people like you. I mean, business is all about interaction.
That's true.
You know, so the more we interact with people, the more, you know, we get to find out how to do things, where to go, and things like that. And I'm not scared of, you know, putting myself out there. Actually, professionally, I'm an HR professional. Before I started doing this, I was the HR manager at Energy Park. It's a fuel company. So yeah, I mean, I have the different experiences, you know, with the corporate world. When I was in South Africa, I was working for an accounting firm. Up to today, I still can't say the name of that company. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was also heading the HR department there, you know. And so, you know what, I have had a fair share of, you know, corporate world and, you know, this other side of things. And you know what, I feel like I'm destined to do this.
So this is your calling.
Yes.
I wish we had all the time, guys, to keep on talking to Luna, but it was really nice talking to her, getting to know about her. So if you'd like to contact Luna, you can go on www.everythingzimbabwean.com and simply go to vendor selection and look for Abby's Fan Club, or is it Abby's Empire? Abby's Fan Club, right? Abby's Fan Club. And where is this? Like, if people want to come and find you, like, what's the address of this place so that people know where
it's on number 3 Liquinda Close, Clone Valley.
Clone Valley,
yes. In Vinona. They call it Vinona, but it's actually really Borodale because it's in between Borodale and Chisipiti. So, it's a bit confusing for people. But yeah, number 3 Liquinda Close, Clone Valley.
Okay, thank you so much, Luna. So now we're just gonna go around and see the place, so you guys can see how fabulous this place is. I wish I was a child right now.
Well, you can still come. I'm always on the jumping castle. They say you can stay young at heart. You know? It's for the young and for the young at heart.
I'm definitely young at heart, so I'll be coming to this place. So from us, guys, that is it. Thank you.
Thank you.